Hi everybody, my name is Jack Willard. The title of our video, The Curious Case of Bob Joyce, Willena, and Sigrid Schultz. I've been covering this topic for a number of years here at the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned since 2018. And lately there's been some controversy over who Sigrid Schultz is. There are people that think that Sigrid is the girl, the taller girl, look at the thumbnail, that we think is Willena Joyce, formerly Willena Hattie. But as I have said from the beginning, we speak of possibilities here. I could be wrong about the whole thing. And when we speak of possibilities, we're like an investigative reporter looking at this and looking at that, and there is so much to look at in this entertainment story. Dozens and dozens of things to look at, some very convincing things as we make our central point that Elvis Presley could still be alive. So this is just one thing in this vast study that we've been doing in a number of videos and that many others do as well, whether it be in Facebook groups or in videos right here on YouTube, X, Instagram. It's all over the place. More creators than there has ever been before. But what I try to do is be the chronological storyteller or the chronological possibility pointer-outer, if you want. And so I never seek to give misinformation, as I was recently accused of. Someone wanted me to agree with their conclusions about who Sigrid Schultz is, yet they gave me no conclusive proof at all. Now, they sent some pictures along, and I did not have time to get them to Google Photos. Sometimes when I hold up photos on my phone, people will say, well, we can't really see them. They'll say we. In other words, it's not just them. Everyone would feel the same. And then I look back at the video and I can make out the pictures quite well. Some are better than others. Some are better than others. Sometimes I wait for Google Photos, like we have better pictures of the new church construction that's going on 10 minutes from where Household of Faith in Benton, Arkansas is right now. We have Google Photos coming of that. I know it's hard when you look at a picture of a long hall where construction is going on to focus on exactly what you're seeing. But if you look closely, even when I use my phone, especially in the pre-recorded videos, and that's what this is, a pre-recorded video. We do live shows several times a week, often on Saturday nights, for example, at 10 p.m. East Coast time, US of A. We call the show Worldwide Ramblings, and we invite you to join us. So we've been talking about Willena Hattie, who married Robert Wayne Joyce in 1975 in Texas. We have stated that we think it's very possible that Robert Wayne Joyce and Pastor Bob Joyce, who preaches every week at Household of Faith, are two different men. But again, we only speak of possibilities. So let's take a look at the photos. You saw our thumbnail. The person who sent me an email recently feels that the tall girl that Elvis Presley has his arm around, that's Sigrid Schultz, and we don't know who the other girl is that's in front of the picture. I'm talking about this photo right here. The tall, cute girl that Elvis Presley has his arm around, they say that's Sigrid. JJB is wrong. And of course, he's not the only one that has said that. Others have said that too. Others have said that too. And other pictures were sent to me. Here's the tall, attractive cutie, if you will. I believe over in Germany. I don't know if that's an Aston Martin car or what it is. Some car aficionado would know. But there she is sitting on the top of the back seat there. And very nice. Here's a picture in what looks to be kind of a field with Elvis. The tall, attractive girl is touching his head. There's another woman back there. Some say this girl would be about 15 years old. I don't know that to be true. And get to see the other woman here. It's not who we think is SIGRID Schultz, but another picture of her, the young girl, sitting on the car, the fancy sports car. These pictures together. Here's a solo picture of the taller girl. Now, what is being said is that in 2015, this girl, SIGRID Schultz, wrote a book in German about her relationship with Elvis Presley. Supposedly, I believe, the cover of that book. SIGRID Schultz is said to still live in Germany. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. That's just what people say. So I can't find that book on Amazon or anywhere else. Book of that title. Now we have to remember that SIGRID Schultz, the famous one, was a war reporter, American war reporter who covered Germany, was born in 1893 and died in 1980. And so anyone named Schultz that was a fan of that reporter and had a daughter might have been tempted to call their daughter Sigrid. So obviously, like there's plenty of Bob Joyces, there's probably a number of SIGRID Schultzes. And some of them would have been inspired by the great war reporter who supposedly did meet Elvis Presley and took photos with him and may have written about him somewhat too. I don't have that writing either, but that's a possibility. But obviously, in these photos, we're not looking we're not looking at a woman, a young girl really, that was born in 1893. It would be tempting, I think, if you still lived in Germany and yes, you hung out with Elvis Presley when he was Soldier Presley, whether you were the girlfriend or not, to write a book saying that you were in a relationship with Elvis Presley. Maybe Elvis even had a fling with that person. Now, I'm not calling anybody a liar here. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. What I'm saying is these are possibilities. And I am open to the woman that we think is Willena actually being SIGRID Schultz, but certainly no proof has been given to me on that. Nothing. And of course, when we look at SIGRID Schultz, who you see in our thumbnail in the front of the photo, and we see the older version of Sigrid, we can see that that's how she would look. Not the taller girl who Elvis has his arm around, who we think may be Willena. So when you do an investigation like this, when you try to tell a chronological story or chronological possibilities, you're not doing it to come to a conclusive, um, decision. You're just presenting information for your audience to decide. You decide. You know, that's what we do here. And we've been telling this story since 2018. 2018. We invite you to subscribe to the virtual church here of the Disillusioned if you haven't already. Hit the like button and hit the notification bell. That way, when we come on to do a live show, whether it be an announced show like Worldwide Ramblings on many Saturday nights at 10 Eastern US of A, or sometimes we do a Worldwide Ramblings on a Wednesday or Thursday evening at about the same time. Other times we just pop on at odd hours. We got something to say and we want to see if we can find some new family members too. Some of the time zones that we're in various parts of the world, it's not convenient to come on at 10 p.m. But then we have our replay crowd now. It's all replay here in a sense because this is a pre-recorded video. But we do have a large replay audience, and I'm very grateful for that. Whether they're watching a replay of a live show or they're just simply watching a pre-recorded video like this one. You will notice a thanks button here as well. We're kind of a small fish in a big pond. We don't get the mega views that some do, so we can't rely on revenue just from views. So people that hit the thanks button, whether it be for $2 or $5 or $10, or if you have been so blessed, I want to relieve my stress because we have a budget like any other production. We have a budget to meet every month. There will be equipment needs in 2025, etc. If you would like to help out in a bigger way, that's very much appreciated. The best way, especially for the bigger gifts, is to use my Cash App. That's available only in the US and the UK. So if you have Cash App and you want to use that, my handle on Cash App in lowercase letters is MediaGuy56, MediaGuy56, MEDIAGUY56. I get more of it when you use Cash App, although I'm very thankful for the thanks button here as well. So hope to hear from you in the email, jackthefairguy@gmail.com. And I hope that you get to join us in a live show, whether it be Worldwide Ramblings or a pop on to pop off. We always love to meet new people here. Thanks for watching, everybody.